Do you know what happens when you make yourself into a sex object because of work, because of income? People only want you and use you for sex after that. When I was a little girl, my brother used to chase after me, and he'd call me fatty gay and taunt me with that word, saying that he wasn't being mean to me. He'd tell my parents. It means tired in French. And all through my elementary school years, I was bullied for being overweight, fat. I was the fat girl. My first few relationships, I was physically, mentally, and emotionally abused. By the time I got out of my first marriage at age 21, I had no idea that I was even pretty. So anytime that I had somebody pay me for sex and they would tell me that I was sexy, I was just in awe with that. I couldn't believe somebody thought I was sexy. As an 18-year-old girl getting into the adult entertainment industry, I had a lot to learn. I had been a tomboy before. I was actually a little bit of a hippie chick. Suddenly I was a working girl in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. There was a lot of very rich old men there, and they expected a classy, sexy young lady. Not a hippie chick, not a punk, not a tomboy. I had to look the part. I had to look sexy. And even though everything you see on me is real, I don't have fake lips. I don't have fake eye color. I don't have fake boobs. I don't have a fake ass. But what I did was I perfected my demeanor. And I became a very sexual person in terms of my image, because you're selling your image when you're in the adult entertainment industry. You're actually selling your image when you're in any entertainment industry. I mean, look at the amount of work that celebrities have to do to maintain an image. It is acting, really, at the end of the day. There's review boards for women and men, I'm sure, in the entertainment industry. Men will surprisingly comment on the fact that she was really hot, but I can't believe she's actually had great conversation. She's actually pretty intelligent, seemed pretty intellectual. Because beauty is associated with being dumb, being an airhead, and all you have is your looks. How could you possibly be intelligent and hot? People don't care about what you know, or how smart you are, or even your worldly experience. They just want you to suck their dick. They just want to fantasize about you sexually. They don't care about what you have to say. You're a sex object. And you're constantly getting judged for it. People treat you differently. Men always think that you're promiscuous. They don't really truly want a relationship with you. They just want to fuck you. And they'll tell you whatever they have to, just to get to do that. At the end of the day, you're not really a person. You're just a body. Your tits, your lips, your a gorgeous face. But your mind, who gives a shit? Nobody cares about your mind when you've made yourself into a sex object. I did that to myself. And it is high maintenance. It's not about going to the gym for me. For me, it's about tapping into my extremely sexual side. And I exude sexuality. Would I have been this person if I hadn't been selling sex my whole life to make money, to put food on the table for my kids as a single mom? with no child support from either one of my baby dads. I've had the most gorgeous girlfriends, Barbie doll kind of girlfriends. I'm talking like perfect, tiny, petite little girls. The kind of girls that other girls don't want to be friends with. Why? Because they're too insecure to be friends with some 10 out of 10 in society's eyes, magazine model type girl. Why would you want to have a girlfriend that's so hot that wherever you go, you're just going to be a fly on the wall? And I knew for many of them, I was their only friend, because no other girls wanted to be friends with them. And sure, we would go out together, and I was this big, tall, thick Amazon woman, and they were that perfect, petite little Barbie doll girl. And nobody would ever notice me. I was like the fat friend. I didn't care. I wasn't insecure. And now that I'm older, I just want somebody to love me for my mind. And I realize that that's probably not going to happen. Because people fall in love with my image. They love my image. Look at those eyes. Look at those lips. But I yearn for the day that I can just go out every day, no makeup on. Completely plain Jane, hair up in a bun. And work on my artwork. In the sun, I'm listening to reggae music. Sitting on a beach or something. Where nobody would even think twice when they looked at me that I was Mr. Suzanne. Because I'm judged all the time. And used all the time just for sex. And it's really shitty. But yet, it's how I make my money. How do you think that I raised my kids? With the money from this industry. Does that make me a bad person? I didn't have a pimp. I didn't work for anybody. I'm self-made. But please, don't judge a woman that's an adult entertainer for being ditzy, stupid, high on herself, a bad mother, or caring about money more than her kids, when everything that she's doing every single day is actually for her kids. Everything she's doing is to raise her kids, to try to give them a good life. Everything. If it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't care. To be honest with you, I wouldn't give a shit about having to make a certain amount of money. But daycares and schools and clothes and food and all the things that the kids want or need, you want to try to give that to them. And I always tried. I always did my best. And then I have my own problems too. Right? We all do. Molding yourself into a sex object is irreversible sometimes. After a while, you realize that every single person is just looking at you for tits and ass. And they're all lying to you just to get that from you. What's in here, they don't give a shit about it. So all you new generation girls getting your fake asses, fake tits and all that, just remember that what you're doing is you are creating a sex object. You are in the middle of molding yourself into one. And all that heartache that's going to follow, honey, all of it is what you're in the process of doing. The hurt, the pain. When you find out that he just used you for sex. He just fucked you because you had nice fucking tits and a nice ass. It hurts. It hurts. To try to get respect from somebody and you're in the adult entertainment industry, good luck on that. You know, they'll judge you left, right, and center. Call you names behind your back. Boyfriends won't want their girlfriends to hang out with you. Women don't want to be your friend. Women are extra mean to you just because you're pretty. Men just want to fuck you. And you'll be talking, they're not even listening. They're just looking at your lips, thinking about how hot your lips would look sucking on their dick. And I'm supposed to be proud of that, though. I did good, right? I did this. Now you're doing that to yourself, too. So don't get mad when all the things I've just described start happening to you. And then you'll be alone when you're 48, wondering who you can even trust. Who really loves you? Do you love yourself?